And welcome back to this midweek's episode of Gabe's Cave. Y'all know what that means. It's a Meet the Artist. But before we can meet this artist, and it's a good one too, we got to take this time out and thank our sponsor, rpghiring.com. Thank you, rpghiring.com. None of this would be possible without you guys. None of these con trips, none of these card giveaways, none of these loot boxes. So if you guys live in Arkansas, Tennessee, Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and y'all are looking for a new career, maybe you're just sick of the one you got, rpghiring.com. They're building people, changing lives. And this week's artist is Ryder Ankerbrand. Designs by Ryder, and the crowd goes wild.
Hey, thanks a lot for having me, man.
Oh, well, thank you for doing cards and being a part of this season, man. You sent some fantastic pieces of art here, and we have a ton of like horror and like vintage old school guys that watch this channel, so they're going to love these cards and they're going to be jumping at opportunities to win them, I'm sure. Yeah, so how you been, man? Let's talk about it for a minute. How's life treating you?
Not too bad, man. Living the dream, as they say.
Living the dream.
Yeah.
So do you do cards full time, or is this like just part of what you do for art?
No, my full-time job is a graphic designer. I typically design t-shirts for screen printing. Anything else is just for fun, pretty much. I've not really done sketch cards before. It was actually graphics, Troy Hicks, who turned me on to them.
Well, shout out Troy. That's my dog. Yes, sir. He hooked me up with my new Uncle Nasty shirt design, so I'm down with that.
Yeah, I was there and he made it, man. I work with him.
That's what I'm talking about. Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you saw the monkey get his Uncle Nasty shirt.
Yeah, I saw it, dude. That's awesome.
Yep, that was highlight of my month that month for sure. All right, bro, let's jump into these cards. These people, I'm sure they're interested in hearing why you chose, and especially because this is your first time doing cards with us, so you're a new face, so they're gonna be like, "Oh, new meat."
Oh, cool. Fresh meat.
Yeah, exactly. First up here, we have the monster Nosferatu. This is a really, really nice rendition of this creature from this movie. Why'd you go this route?
Just something different. I'm big Max Schreck fan. I love the original Nosferatu. I think it's like one of the iconic black and white movies, silent films, and I just wanted to pay homage.
Well, it's awesome. It's definitely got, it's creepy. It's definitely got a creepy vibe to it. It'll look good sitting up on a shelf with them yellow eyes when you walk out of the bathroom and late at night and that card's
Yeah,
it's going to give somebody a heart attack. Next up, we have everybody's, well, maybe not everybody's, but mostly everybody's favorite slasher. We have Jason here.
Yeah, something a little bit different. Michael Myers is typically my guy, but as I get older, I can appreciate Jason and all that he's done for the camp counselors.
Yep. I'm a Halloween guy too myself. I'm a Michael over Jason dude, so we see eye to eye on that too. So
Sweet.
yeah, he definitely, if you are a teenager, 18, 19 years old, and you get your first job and it has anything to do with watching kids, don't go out doing things you're not supposed to. Don't be going having the naughty time and, drinking underage, because, that teaches you right there. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, stay away from the illegal things.
And here we have Frankenstein's monster. And this is a fantastic black and white and gray toned card. For somebody that you normally see with some green skin, this is a really nice version of this card. So what made you want to choose to go this route on these colors and stuff on this character?
Because he's been portrayed as black and white, and I just can't really see him any other way. I've done a couple like paintings where I've made him like poppy and bright colors, and I just always seem to like lean back to the old school black and white.
Well, I like it, and I imagine the Cave Maniacs out there will too. You gave me a little hint on this card before we started recording, and this is from American Werewolf in London.
Yeah, yeah,
I could tell from the eyes going yellow that there was a werewolf in there.
yeah. Yeah.
It's it's either that or hepatitis. So
Let's stick with the werewolf. I think that would be the better of the two.
but with them teeth though, you never know.
Yeah.
Don't do drugs, kids.
He's a little messed up.
Yeah, he's a little messed up. Next up, we have somebody else that I got educated with, and I immediately, if Cave Maniacs, for you guys that are my age and younger, who do you automatically assume that is? Don't worry, I'll give you just two or 3 seconds. And you're wrong. This is Vampira. This is Elvira before Elvira was Elvira. Is that so?
Yeah, it's kind of like she sued Elvira for taking the essence of the character, and I believe that the lawsuit fell through, but she's kind of coined the original Elvira. But I love them both, so
can't go wrong with either one of them.
No,
your classic goth girls. Next, with the pink background, Misty's gonna love this card, and I do believe maybe she'll get on her Smurf account and try to win this one. And this is Ghostface from Scream, and it's almost cartoony, like it's like right there on the verge of like aggressive metal music, like what you'd expect to see like on a Slipknot album cover or something like that, but then it's right there on the verge of being cartoony too. So this is a really interesting way to present this guy. What made you want to do it like this?
Just something a little different, like not so realistic, kind of like a little exaggerated with the features. I think just something a little fun and quick and easy and different.
And the features are exaggerated, but it looks fantastic like that. Like it looks like that's how you ought to look in anyway. You know, they make a Scream movie and all of a sudden his jaw like morphs and like gets longer as he's running at you. Now that's a creepy scene.
Yeah.
Okay, skipping down here to the first card with words on it, and it says "What Hump?" and this is Igor.
Yep, from Young Frankenstein.
And if you guys couldn't tell, it looks just like him from that movie. What made you want to do this character?
I wanted to do somebody from that movie because it's just a great Mel Brooks movie. It's probably like one of my favorites of his, right next to Blazing Saddles. But just I don't know. I thought he was always a fun character. You know, when he picks out the wrong brain.
And they was always giving him a hard time too.
Yeah.
Poor guy couldn't do nothing right. Next up, we had a pretty interesting conversation about this guy right here and this character, and it went way left field talking about Halloween movies and what we think they might could do and blah 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 blah. But this is actually from short stories, the Trick or Treat short stories.
Yeah, Sam.
And was that on Netflix?
I honestly don't remember. I don't think so. It might have been on Netflix, but I think it's been out for quite a while now.
Well, you Cave Maniacs, hit the comments and tell me where that streamed at, where that's at that you can go see.
Please refresh my memory.
Yeah, and I was saying it looked like the kid that was on that Halloween 3, the Season of the Witch, had something very similar, the burlap mask or whatever that the kids were wearing. Very similar, very, very similar. And here is definitely something cartoony. So this is something for you guys that like the Garbage Pail Kids and the Scotty Young art and stuff like that. So this is Michael Myers doing something very bad to a pumpkin that has feelings.
That's actually Rick and Morty.
It is Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I wanted to do something Rick and Morty.
So what made you want to go with the Michael Myers and the pumpkin Rick and Morty?
I hadn't seen somebody do Rick and Morty in the style of horror characters, and I figured Michael Myers would be the way to go.
I commend your efforts, sir. Next here we have the couple, the lovely couple. We'll go ahead and do them both since they tie together so well. The Nightmare on Elm Street, Jesus, Nightmare Before Christmas dream couple. So what made you want to do Jack?
mostly my girlfriend. She's a big Jack Skellington fan, so I wanted to do little sketch cards of her, of him and Sally. And it's a great stop motion movie. Like it's a typical Tim Burton movie, but it's great stop motion and just
Ooh,
seemed like a fun thing to do.
and I just noticed that. Sorry, Cave Maniacs, we messed this up. I'm gonna move this card over here because
Yeah, there you go.
I just noticed that his arm comes out and goes behind her back there, and these kind of go into one. And let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it is possible to let these two cards go to the same winner, but that would be your choice because you sent back more than 10 cards. So the two that where his arm comes out, if someone chose this, it is highly possible for us to give them both cards because they do kind
Yeah,
of go together. But that would be up
that'd
to
be
the
awesome.
artist there.
Yeah, I think you should do that.
All right, well, you heard him there, folks. That's yay! One for the Cave Maniacs. Okay, well, last but very not least here, we have The Bride of Frankenstein, and this is an amazing card too. And I talked about this with one of the last artists that I interviewed the other day because he used the same background color as he did for the majority of the character that he did, but because of the white, it gives it that sense of dynamic standout. Like even though this is black and her hair is black, you can tell that she is closer to you. It's a good dynamic on this card, and it looks good. And it probably looks good on camera, you guys, but it looks way better in person. I'm sure that's just how all these things work. And a lot of you guys get these cards in your hand, and you're like, "Wow, it looks so much better in person." And these are
Yeah, it's so hard to take a picture of a card and make it look good. Like they're almost always better in person. It's sucks.
yeah. The
I
more
think cameras would do better after all these years.
I mean, you can. I'm sure the camera's probably not picking it up, but you can see like the moisture in the eye. Even on the lip. So I mean, you did a really, really good job. And I mean, it's these things are mini masterpieces. Is what I say. They're not our artists don't send us sketch cards, guys. They send us mini masterpieces. They pour a lot of time and effort into these, and it's always a blast to give these things away. Yeah, bro. So besides designing shirts and stuff like that with Troy, uh, you got any projects coming up, art related or anything? I know you say you mainly do graphic design, but do you have anything coming up that the people watching may can look forward to see you on something else?
Actually, just this summer here, I'm doing a couple shows, vending some shows at some festivals and some paranormal shows. So I'm getting ready for that. T-shirts, hats, like these felt banners back here, and some prints, stuff like that.
So you're gonna be setting
Uh,
up at cons?
uh, just right now, just a couple outdoor events for the summer, and gonna go from there and see if I can do that
Well, by
on a
all
more
means,
regular basis.
say where. Let everybody know that way. If they're anywhere near you, they can go. This is the time
Uh,
we plug you.
I live in Pennsylvania. Central Pennsylvania is Altoona is having a music festival, Mass in the Grass. That's happening August 11th through the 12th, 13th. And then towards the end of August, there will be a Bigfoot Paranormal Expo for Jefferson County,
Hey, now
which is,
you talking my field there. I've seen Bigfoot, bro.
hey, dude, it's a big forest out there. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a couple of them.
I'm an army veteran, and I'm tell you, when I was growing up, I hunted my whole life, and you couldn't have paid me enough money to make me believe in Bigfoot. There was no way, as much of the woods as I had been in growing up, riding four wheelers and staying out there climbing trees, there is no way you could have made me believe that there is some ape-like large bipedal creature out in the woods. But I guess it was 12 years ago now. I got out of the army and I was back here in South Arkansas, and I was out in the woods at night one time with a buddy, and we was actually like running hogs with our dogs, and we saw something, both of us, and what we saw was standing on two legs. It was massive, and when we hit it with a flashlight, it sounded like somebody let a bull loose in the woods. It was crazy, and I mean, I get goosebumps just thinking about it. Like, definitely not a bear, definitely not anything like I had ever seen before, and I'm a believer to this day. I haven't seen anything else like that. You know what I mean? I haven't been out in the woods several times since then, I have to say, and never seen anything else, but you can't never take back that feeling or whatever when you see something like that. So that's cool. You have to take some pictures and post them for me so I can see what all they got up there.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. We'll do that.
What's your social media so everybody can follow you on that, and if they're anywhere near you, they can try to link up and meet you when you go to one of these places in person?
Yeah, it's Facebook and Instagram and Etsy are the big three. Designs by Ryder with a Y, all one word. More of an Instagram kind of guy than anything else. But yeah, stuff that I sell you can find on my Etsy page. Yeah, that's about it, man. Just pretty much just Instagram and Facebook.
Well, that's awesome, brother. I appreciate you coming on and talking to us and spending a little time, and I appreciate you sending us back a gorgeous array of cards. You got about 5 minutes to let me, it won't even take that long. Let me give these Cave Maniacs a spiel about all the stuff we got going on coming up. DP's food truck, court, park, whatever you want to call it. It is under construction. The signpost got set today. It is right around the corner, people. Probably by the time you see this interview video, it'll probably be getting really close to opening, if not already open. And every Thursday night is Gabe's Cave After Dark with me, your boy, Uncle Nasty. And I just got a new co-host named Kay Hizzle. I guess y'all are going to have to pop in and see what that's all about. All right, brother. Well, you got anything left to say to the people?
I just want to say thanks for your service, man. And I really appreciate the opportunity.
No, bro, we appreciate you, and I'd do it again in a heartbeat, so thank you for your thank you. I do appreciate it. Look, I need you to do me a favor now before we let these people go, though. I need you to take your hands out in front of you, and I need you to go click, click, like you're clicking on your keyboard, and you're going to send the people away to get the card from next week. Congratulations, all you lucky winners, you 1 through 10, and you dirty dog down there at the very bottom. You win that loot box. You're a loser, but we love you anyway, and we're going to show you by gifts. All right, well, appreciate you, brother. See you next season, hopefully.
Yeah, that'd be great, man.
All right, man. Till next time, Uncle Nasty, we out.